It doesn't take long to find it. People behaving badly online.
What is it with queers and cameras?
Must look as goofy as your picture next to it.
Guess I'd say thanks for saving my life, homo.
Social networks like Facebook and Twitter began as a way to communicate with far-off friends and family, but have since morphed into a means for people to start arguments and harass each other.
People seem to be taking pride in expressing this bad behavior to others because at least initially it appears to be anonymous and they can get away with it.
Manners and being polite seem to disappear the second we log on to the virtual world.
Whether it's a text message, a tweet, or a Facebook post, you can't always read sarcasm.
Bullies used to be just a playground problem. Now it's widespread. Everyone has heard of cyberbullying, but not everyone is a witness to it. High school senior Landon King says he's constantly running into harassing comments or snide remarks among fellow classmates on Facebook.
I think a lot of it is a way to blow off steam. Another thing is they don't really think before typing.
It's not just a high school issue. Adults can be just as ruthless to one another. In fact, Time magazine mapped hate speech across the United States and released the findings this week. It paints a pretty ugly picture. The main reason? Social networks give you a mask to hide behind. Or do they?
It seems like this facade of anonymity is allowing people to believe that they are in fact acting anonymous, at least momentarily, without realizing what the consequences of that behavior are.
As the world becomes more high-tech, it's becoming even easier for a bully to reach their victim, no matter where they are.
There's just so many technologies that people can communicate with each other, and sometimes the anonymity of those media sometimes fuels a person's desire to say things they typically may not say face-to-face or in a crowd of other people.
A parapsychologist, Wallace Jackman, says it's not just bullies who lose their manners online. The everyday soccer mom can just as easily lose her temper.
It could be anything from a sports topic to obviously politics and religion, sexuality. Those types of issues are going to be things that are going to be hot topics for people, full of emotion, and they're going to respond accordingly.
KSFY News is no exception. Even discussions on our Facebook page have sparked some hateful comments.
Yeah, you build a Walmart, and that's when the whores come in.
It was Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Who cares? Anyone who plays African handball are raging homos.
Social networks have allowed us at KSFY to engage our audience like never before, but completely opening the discussion has sometimes created more problems. Our goal is to give people a platform so we can hear the voices that otherwise would go unheard.
We're not all going to stand up inside a board meeting or at the city council and speak our mind, but we will definitely go on Facebook where we can't be seen, and we'll try to gather a mass movement.
Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but that doesn't mean it's no holds bar online.
I'd appreciate it if you would keep your negative comments to yourself.
Shut the f*** up. I have the right to say whatever.
Today, people have their own Facebook page, and therefore they are under the assumption and believe strongly that it's their space to do with what they want.
In most cases online, you can voice your opinion, and Facebook can actually be like your own public street corner. But just like an actual street corner, if you use it to harass or threaten others, your perceived freedom of speech is only going to get you in trouble with the law. That's where the analysis of risk aversion comes into play.
Which simply means when you put something out there voluntarily into public space, you need to be ready to accept risk for it.
You have to own the words you speak, as well as the ones you type. Even the movie about Facebook's creation has a scene discussing this very topic.
The internet's not written in pencil, Mark, it's written in ink. And you published that Erica Albright was a right before you made some ignorant crack about my family's name, my bra size, and then rated women based on their hotness.
As Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg learned, what you type can come back and haunt you. And it's not as simple as deleting a post or a tweet. A good rule of thumb is to think twice before pressing send and ask yourself, is this something I would say to the person face to face? We can garner healthy discussion online. That is, if we don't abuse the power that the internet and social networks have provided.
We always need to ask ourselves the question as to just because we can do something, should we?
It's said the pen is mightier than the sword, but the keyboard may prove mightier still. In Sioux Falls, Jake Iverson, KSFY News.